Hey, I'm Shane. This is Wooden Fire Barbecue. Check this out. It's good. It's yummy. It's a direct heat chopped pork belly sandwich. Let's do it. So what we got here is a 10.5 pound piece of pork belly. I picked this up at my local Costco. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this sucker into thirds. I'm gonna use these two pieces for another project I have going on. And we are going to cook this portion. So let's do that now. So yes, if you're wondering, this is the portion of the pig that bacon is made out of. What you would do is put this through a bacon cure and then smoke it, slice it thin, and you have bacon strips. But as it is uncured, it's just gonna be some super decadent, juicy meat. And we're going to shred it to bits. And essentially what I'm doing is making a pulled pork sandwich, but with a different portion of the pig. All right, I'm gonna use some Valentina's hot sauce on this as the binder. Do all sides. You don't need much, doesn't take much. Just enough, you wanna make the rub stick, that's it. What I'm using today is the Goldie's all-purpose rub. This is a rub I really like, I really believe in. None of the stuff you see me use on this channel is sponsored in any way. These are all things I believe in, I purchased with my own money because they're really good. This is more of a savory rub than it would be a sweet rub. The reason for that is what I'm going to do is make a mop sauce that we will start mopping this with a portion of the way through the cook. And that I'm going to add some sugar to. But the way I'm cooking this, if you have a lot of sugar in it, in your rub, you are going to run the risk of burning the sugar, which will then make the flavors taste off. So I save the sugar for this a little later in the process. Easy as that. Let's hit the pit. So we're gonna go meat side down. We're running about 300 degrees today. I'm gonna let this run for 45 minutes to an hour. We're gonna start checking the temp at that point. Once we hit about 160, 170, we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna start mopping this. So I'll check back in an hour. We're an hour into this, so let's see what's going on. Let's flip this over. Oh, baby. Look at that. Oh man, that looks so good. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let this go for a while longer. This fat's gonna start to drip down on those coals. It's gonna smell heavenly. And then I'm gonna start mopping it with a mop sauce. So let's go make that. Quick and simple mop sauce. This is the same mop sauce that I used in my pork steak video. So if you haven't seen that, give it a look. 1 stick of butter. 1 onion. Wait for the onion to soften. Roughly 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. A few shots of your favorite hot sauce. It's all about making it your own. A glug of Worcestershire. Some red pepper flake. Little bit of mustard powder. Some garlic powder. And 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Oops, almost forgot. Lemon juice. And how can I forget my favorite part, Texas's best export. And it's ready to go on the meat. This is sitting at right at 170 degrees, so now it is time to mop. I got my mop sauce. So all I'm gonna do, we'll come out here every 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm gonna mop this stuff on. Oh, that smells good. Oh yeah. I'm gonna mop this on every 15 minutes to 20 minutes until we get up to 200, 205 degrees and this stuff is ready to shred apart. All right, so it's been exactly 6 hours since I put this on. Let's see what's going on. It looks good. And it is probing like a hot knife through butter. No resistance, nothing. Oh man, it's falling apart. Great. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. So, gonna take this inside, gonna let it cool down just a little bit. Put it in some tin foil, put a little bit more of the mop sauce on it, and then I'm gonna let it hold in my toaster oven for 2-3 hours. And then we're gonna chop this up. In the meantime, let's go make the coleslaw to go on top of this. All right, this is an easy coleslaw recipe. Gotta use the Dukes. It's the only way. So you're gonna take a heaping spoonful, somewhere between 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup. Get that in. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Kosher salt to your liking. Few turns of the black pepper mill. Again, to your taste. I like to add a little dash of garlic. Garlic's always good in everything. A heaping pinch of sugar kind of cuts the acidity of the cider vinegar. Whisk it up. If you're pressed for time or you just don't want to cut up cabbage, get the shredded cabbage in the bag, dump it in. Take your spoon and just mix it up, get everything coated. Simple as that. Okay, so it's been about a 2-hour rest in the toaster oven, so let's see what happened. Oh, it is tender. Yes, sir. Oh, that's looking good. Time to shred it to bits. Oh, I can't wait to make a sandwich. I might have to taste this now. Yeah, it's super fatty, and the mop sauce is punching through. Man, oh, that's good. Let's get this on a sandwich. All right, we got a little toasted bun action. Let's grab some meat. A little bit of coleslaw on the top, and the topper. There she is. Let's get a bite. Here it is. Oh man, it's like the best pulled pork sandwich you've ever had in your life. The meat is so rich. That's awesome. The next time you're in the mood for a pulled pork sandwich, if you can get your hands on some pork belly, give it a try. It will knock your socks off. This is one of my new favorite ways to make pulled pork or chopped pork or whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. I highly recommend you give this a shot. If you're getting tired of the same old standard pulled pork recipe, throw on some pork belly. It will not disappoint you. With that being said, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me immensely and it doesn't cost you a thing. And with that, as always, get up, go out, cook some good food. Be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. I'll catch you next time.